Hi, good morning everyone. Welcome to our Wellbeing tip for today. Today we're looking at nutrition, and our criteria with our celebrity chef today, Miss Brian, is a meal that's quick and easy to make, is nutritious and fun as well. So I'm going to hand over to Miss Brian and she's going to talk us through how to make this special dish, and we're going to unpack some other wellbeing tips this morning as well.
Hello everybody, it's great to join you. I'm just encouraging you to have a great breakfast. So this recipe is aimed at making something nice and different for breakfast that you can do at home that needs very little, and hopefully maybe you could bless yourself or someone else in the journey of time to have a nice breakfast together to sit and enjoy the upcoming spring weather. So this is French toast with a little bit of difference on the side. So all I've done is there's some milk and some mixed spice in a jug, and they're not very mixed at the moment, but they will be shortly. And I've got 2 eggs, and the 2 eggs, can I suggest that you break them separately into a jug just in case there's something of a surprise in the eggs, and drop them in just so we don't end up with shell floating around our special blessing that we're giving someone else for their breakfast. So once that's done, give a whisk. Try and make sure that all your yolks are well and truly beaten through your egg, just so it looks better when you start to present it. So as you can see, we're going to have some lovely fresh fruit with our French toast. I've also got some maple syrup and some cream. Now, if you don't have that at home, you can use vanilla yogurt, or you can just have the fresh fruit with the eggs. A lot of people don't have all these things on hand, but it doesn't take much to put them together with whatever you've got. You can even use canned pears or peaches if you wanted to, just to add a little bit of extra flair to your plate. So, to make life a little easier, I'm going to dip the bread in to the milk. Now it looks a bit interesting, but now I've used sourdough, but you can use brioche if you really want to go French, you can go brioche or any kind of slice you can do. If you want to do multigrain, you can. Now in a pan, I've been cheating, in a pan I've already got a melted little bit of butter, and you can see it's got a sizzle to it. So the sizzle means that it's bubbling and it's warm, and as soon as I put that egg in there, it's going to start browning. So if we put it in there and it was a bit soggy or not quite up to temperature, it would probably not brown as quick and it wouldn't nicely seal the egg. So I'm going to bring the pan over to my egg soaked bread, and I'm going to put it into my pan and put it back on the stove while I get my next one ready. So as you go through this process, you're going to let them fry up nice and brown so it gets a crisp edge, then flip it over. It's not as hard as a pancake, so if you know when you make a pancake or a pie it gets stuck to the bottom, this shouldn't. This should be nice and easy to flip over so you don't have any failures. And then once it's frying up, I'm going to bump up the temperature just a little bit. Once it's frying up, you can serve it onto a plate. Now you can see what I've done already is already washed some fruit, so and I've chopped a little bit up, so it's ready to put on the plate. I'm cheating. I got some spray cream because that's fun, and I can have extra if I need some just to make my day. And I've got some maple syrup. So if you don't have maple syrup, you might use some golden syrup or a little bit of honey. So it's totally up to you what you prefer. So I'm going to get my second one chopped over.
Miss Brian, can I just jump in? Can you just tell us about some of the nutritional benefits of some of the ingredients that you use? Eggs are often referred to as a superfood.
It is.
You've got some fruit there, I think. What are these ones called again?
Berries. The blueberries.
The blueberries, I think, are very high in antioxidants.
They are.
Strawberries are full of all sorts of goodies. You mentioned honey. Honey's another superfood.
Yeah. So I use berries because they're low GI.
Right.
So everyone's very conscious about how many carbs they're having in their diet.
That's right. Yeah.
So low GI literally means that it slowly release of sugar into your bloodstream.
Okay.
So berries are really good for that, and the antioxidant. So anything with red and blue actually has a really high content of vitamin C.
Yep.
And if you're having a bad day, it's a really good way to make yourself feel.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, so
That's a great
antioxidants.
tip.
So you can see I've flipped over, and it's nice and brown and looking delish. And we're about to put the next one in, so I'm just going to move over. Eggs. Eggs are absolutely a whole food. The only thing that's missing is, in an egg, is iron. So eggs are one of the most complete foods you can have. I know we've got sourdough, which is one of the better breads.
Right, okay.
Because of the way it's made.
Right.
But a lot of people I know are on low carb diet, so you can actually buy low carb bread.
Right, okay.
So everything, if you want to go multigrain, if you've got someone in your family that's very much into increasing their fibre, then that's an option too. I'm going to take that one out and put it on the plate as the first one's done. And obviously milk, you know. The little bit of spice and mixed spices just to add another layer to it. So once it's ready, you can warm this in an oven if you're making it for a whole family, because some of you have more than one person you might be sitting down and having breakfast with. So this might be a great treat to bless Dad or someone at home for Father's Day.
Yep.
And once you get it happening, it's very easy to keep pumping out the slices.
Yeah. So you've made reference there to food is not just for sustenance and our nutrition and so forth, but it's also for our social well-being. Can you talk about some of that from your perspective as well?
Yeah, I think one of the most important things as people, we love to relate to each other, and we don't always do that well when we're on a screen. So if we can sit down and share our problems, a problem shared, a problem halved. So if we can sit down and actually talk over a meal or talk over how our day went, it's a great way to actually go to bed with a better headspace than what it is. Even having breakfast of the morning with someone and not just sitting at a bench looking at a screen would be great. So that you can actually get off the day feeling like you're ready for all those interactions that may challenge you during that day. So food's a very important way to not just provide sustenance, but also give you that barrier to talk about or share a moment where you're actually eating and not looking into each other's eyes and making embarrassing statements about things that might be challenging you over.
Sure, so it facilitates the richness of fellowship and friendship and all those healthy things. Yeah, that's wonderful, isn't it?
Okay, now I'm going to serve.
Yep.
Serve. So we have, now I don't know, lots of sugar, which probably defeats our purpose.
Oh, you did say before you could use honey as well.
You could, and can I say, it is fantastic, but maple syrup does come from good stuff too.
Yeah,
so
okay.
we can't judge.
Right, okay, that's good to know.
Yeah, we can't always
Oh,
judge.
that was fantastic.
Oh. You can't always judge things just because you don't always realise they're better. Alright, so I don't know if you can see that, but that's my suggestion for a very healthy breakfast or a morning where you treat yourself with someone special.
Yeah, that's awesome. Have a look at that, everyone. Does that look beautiful? That took about 5 minutes to make, full of lots of goodies. So there's our wellbeing tip for today. A quick, easy meal that's nutritious and facilitates the richness of fellowship as well. So I hope that helps. God bless you. Have a wonderful day. Be kind to yourself, be kind to one another, and enjoy your French toast. I know I'm going to enjoy this for breakfast. Thank you. Thank you, Mrs. Bryan. It's been wonderful.
Take care.